I've been playing the God of War game, exploring the relationships as they present themselves. Kratos and Thor are two destroyers coping with their past. Freya is filling her void from the loss of Baldur. But Odin, he doesn't have a void at all. He only has an empty space that is filled with knowledge. Knowledge that is only his to know. So a man so hell-bent on collecting knowledge from all 9 realms of existence has one problem. He's a collector. A very ravenous collector at that. So denying an almighty and encompassing God has a price. Odin was foretold to die in Ragnarok. In order to prevent his demise, he enlisted the giants. Some of the giants had some people who could tell the future. Some who could decipher languages without much effort. And Odin wanted all that the giants had to offer. For one, it could improve his own kingdom. Furthermore, the more he knew, he could increase his own chances of survival come Ragnarok. So, Odin attempted to gain this knowledge through deceit, but he was quickly discovered. Soon after that, he returned to Midgard and ordered Thor to kill all the giants of Midgard. That was a mistake. It was a mistake that would come back to bite him. After finding out about this, years later, Atreus was born. Since Odin had killed all the giants in the village, or Midgard, he didn't have anyone to really just do his bidding the way that he wanted. He didn't have a fortune teller. He didn't have anybody to decipher languages as quick as he wanted. So finding out about Atreus, he was curious. He went as far as to arrange a fight between Thor and Kratos, just to have an audience with Atreus. Knowing Atreus' motivation, he even took the form of Tyr to really just get close to Atreus and also find out what was motivating him. Odin was willing to go and mold himself into any type of shape that Atreus would like. The willing and the knowledgeable grandpa. The one that's willing to going to provide him freedom of movement. To me, Odin was like the biggest cheerleader really. But the thing about that is that it was only good so long as Atreus was producing. So long as Atreus was providing good results. As a matter of fact, if you looked at Thor, you're going to see what happens when you're not falling on Odin's good side. Odin was one of them guys that can go ahead and provide grace upon you, but he can also make you feel like you should have never been born. One of those thin line between love and hate type of people. But I guess, when you're the favorite, for whatever amount of time that you are the favorite, that it would get so easy to really just get yourself all wrapped up in it. Ignore the red flags. Or, take treatment that you don't deserve. Because, eventually favor will fall back upon you. Or at least you're hoping that the favor will fall back upon you. I think that's the thing that happened to Thor. He may have been a favorite. And even though he was a giant himself, he was wanting to go and please his father. So he was willing to go and kill his own kind if it meant that he secured his own, little part of his father's heart. He was one going to do his father's will. And as soon as Odin seen that his part in the whole puzzle was done, then Odin was done with his own son. And for the rest of that time, you can go and see that Odin speaks to Thor like he resents him. He puts him down. He insults him any type of chance he gets. And I guess if you're going to measure that with, from the outside looking in, if Atreus can go in and see what it's like to go in and follow on Odin's bad side, then he doesn't even want to go in and be on Odin's good side. So he made a decision to really just, hey, my father loves me and he trusts me now. He decides to go in and break the man. I know I'm not really just doing this in chronological order, but this is just a thought piece. So there it is. That's my thoughts.
Why did you do that? What was it all for? You choose to be nothing. So be it.